Yo, what's up, y'all? It's G, and I'm back with another video. From the title of this video, y'all already know what we talking about. Spider-Man 2, baby! Listen, I finally finished my playthrough, my walkthrough of Spider-Man 2. And I live streamed every single vid. It's in a playlist, so if you want to check it out, go check it out and watch my playthrough, my walkthrough of it, and my experience of Spider-Man 2. Let's get right into the nitty gritty. Let's get the cobwebs off, dust them off. Let's freshen up and let's talk about it. Listen, man, Spider-Man 2 from the beginning of the game is very immersive, is very interactive, is very combative. It can become very challenging, and it can also be very, I want to say, therapeutic. And now I know a lot of you might say, how is a game or a Spider-Man game therapeutic? Bro, just doing a combination of flying and swinging through the city smoothly, like trying to do it as smooth as possible. If you play the game, then you know what I mean. That feeling of just being a smooth dude, you know what I mean? Going through the city and trying to just land on that building or jump over that thing or swing above this or that or do a flip until I land but then don't touch the ground, and right before I smack and hit the ground I swing back up to the sky and I flip down and I drop off the top of the building in slow motion and then I land. I mean, it's kind of therapeutic in a sense, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this story is very, I'm not gonna lie, it's a new twist to the same story that we've seen. It's a good twist to it. It's a great, refreshing twist, and it brings in new questions, new characters, new answers, and just an overall new experience to Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, especially when Miles Morales added into the mix. Now, I won't spoil the game too much, but what I will say is with the new addition to characters at the end of the game that you see in the cutscenes, we know there's going to be a Spider-Man 3. And with that being said, if they do it the same, I'd be just as happy, because at the end of the day, this Spider-Man game was definitely worth every single penny, is what I will say. It's worth the money. There's a lot of games that come out now that aren't really worth the money. What makes this Spider-Man worth the money is the story, the side quests, and the combat. Now, the combat can become a little redundant, but it's whatever you make it when it comes to the combat. They definitely give you a lot of opportunities to switch it up and do different things and showcase your tactical prowess when fighting against enemies. But with that being said, some of the enemies' attack patterns can be pretty easy to calculate, so it makes the gameplay a little bit clunky when it comes to fighting, you know what I mean? Like, you can make it as smooth as possible, but it's still the same moves even when you get a move set. So you really just switching it up so you can see something fresh, or you switching up your play style so you can see something fresh. But at the end of the day, your play style is your play style. It'll be hard for you to gravitate to a new play style. So essentially, you fight the way you fight when playing Spider-Man. But with all that being said, my one gripe with playing Spider-Man 2 is that you kind of gotta force yourself not to cheese the game, because when fighting enemies, Spider-Man can stay in aerial combat until, you know what I mean, until the enemy is dead. You can fight bosses and stay in aerial combat and they can never land a hit on you, you know what I mean? So if you're an adult, of course, you're going to find a different way to beat it. But if you're like an adolescent or a teen that's just really looking to end the game and see the cutscenes and enjoy the even as an adult, if you just want to enjoy the cinematic experience and just the graphics and the art and the dialogue, then it's easy to just zoom through the game, because honestly, you could probably 100% the game without getting damaged, because every enemy that you fight, you could essentially just stay in the sky and they can't really do nothing to you, theoretically, in my opinion. But with that being said, you get to experience Spider-Man, you get to experience other characters like Scream, Craven, Venom. You know, the symbiote suits are crazy. Miles Morales, you know what I mean? And, you know, him having the opportunity to just play these side missions and do different things with both Spider-Man. And that was a great twist. That was a great thing they added into the game, that you could switch back and forth and actually have a unique playthrough, a unique experience for yourself on how you want it done. Me personally, I wanted to play with Peter a lot, so that's what I did. I played with Miles a bit, but I mainly focused on Peter and his missions and all of his side quests. But I mean, you could do both. You could do whatever. I finished the game when I believe like 73%. So I did a lot that you could do. With all of that being said, I'm gonna have to give Spidey, man, like an 8.8 out of 10, like an 8.9, 8.8 out of 10. That's what I'm gonna give it, because even when you just upgrade the difficulty, they just get more health. The only reason why I didn't give it the 9 is that the combat system, as far as the enemies attacking you, should be a bit more difficult if I take the difficulty level up. You know what I mean? They just really just do a bit more blocking. I wish that the enemies did more than just swing every once in a while. You know what I mean? With that being said, that's my take. That's my review. That's my reaction to Spider-Man 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend that you play it. It's worth every single penny. It's worth you seeing this new cinematic universe with, not cinematic, this new gaming universe that they're creating with Spider-Man, and what they're going to do moving forward. There's a lot of Easter eggs in it, and the ending is a bit intriguing, and it makes you question a few things. So if you're into Spider-Man 2, if you're into Spider-Man, if you're into Marvel, or if you're just new and you want to figure it all out, hey, go ahead and get it for Black Friday this Thanksgiving. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, y'all, it's G, and I'm out. That was a pretty good video. That was a pretty good ending, and that was a pretty good dialogue all the way through. You should just give me a like for that. And that was off the top of the design.